Hey, what's up guys, Exalted here, and today I have another video for you, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to push players with high ground. So in this situation, it's a pretty standard situation that you'll come across a lot. You've just got a regular player, just three stories high. Now to push this player, what you're going to want to do, I guess what you're not going to want to do is you're not going to want to start your ramps so you can see the top of the player's base. If you're pushing and you can see the top of the player's base, they can also see you. Now the issue with this is the player inside the base has very easy, very clear shots on you. Now to combat this, if you accidentally do this, let's say you accidentally start up and you notice, oh crap, like this player can see me. You're going to want to build a wall. You're going to want to build a wall in front of you and them as fast as possible, and you're going to want to resort to going sideways, and then you're going to want to do this one more time. Now at any point during this, right here, like if you're in this situation, and you think the player is trying to shoot you down, you can go for a quick shot off on them, and then go back to, I guess, push them back inside their base. So now you've got high ground, you hopefully haven't taken any shots, even though you messed up, I guess, where you're starting. So that's going to be the first way to push a player with high ground as safely as possible. The second way in this situation is just start further back. Just start further back, doesn't matter how far back, and do ramp walls. If you notice the player starts to try to shoot you out, usually it's about 2. Once you get to 2, just come out and start shooting them real quick, but don't just sit here and just like spray at them, because then they'll have, you want to spray at them for a short amount of time so it one scares them, pushes them back into the base, and they stop shooting at you, and then you can continue your walls. If you're just sitting there shooting at them, it's just going to be like a 1v1. You don't really have high ground. Like it's not going to be too advantageous for you. When you go 2 up and you just shoot at them real quick, it's more of a scare tactic so you don't get shot down. Alright, so for the last situation, let's say you're in a position where you've got high ground and so does the other player, but what you don't want to do is you don't want to just drop down so you can start a regular ramp maneuver like before. You've got your high ground, you've worked hard for this high ground, you don't want to just give it up. What you're going to do is you're going to approach this player with just flat walls. You're going to run at them with flat walls. Now the reason why you're using flats, I guess not walls, flat floors, is because if you use a ramp, you're just going to get shot down. Even if you just do ramp wall, that person's just going to shoot you down because you're very, very busy trying to get to their level. Now of course this is situational, this is kind of far, usually you'll be a little closer, but what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to build 2 walls. In my experience, never build more than 2 walls. You're going to be right at their level. The reason why you're right at their level is because it's hard to shoot you out. That person just has the thickness of this wood to shoot you out, which is very difficult to hit, especially with bloom. Now you're going to build 2 walls because usually after 2 walls, they get the idea that you're on their level and they can shoot you. You're very easy to shoot. The second you build those 2 walls as quickly as possible, you're going to want to build that floor, or you're going to want to build that wall so you can't get shot. Pretty much got this wall right here, so you cannot get shot. I don't know if they're going to start spraying you or whatever it is. You're just going to turbo build that. Make sure, usually they don't spray you, make sure they do not get a shot off on you. Then you build the stairs, and you're only 1 story higher. You're going to go up 2, and you should be good to go. Usually by this, like never more than 2. You do not want to get shot out, and at the same time, you don't want to take damage. When you're this high, you want to stay as low as possible so that if you do somehow get shot out, maybe by a third party, you're not going to take any damage. So if it's a little quicker, it's going to look something like this, and then you're going to be pushing like so. Now sometimes you don't even have to add this part right here. A lot of times when you're like one more story high, it's hard for the enemy player to see you, so you don't really need it. In this situation, what you can do is you can just do pyramids. Just hold and turbo farm pyramids. Like so. So that's going to be it for the video. These are a few ways to get high ground, and hopefully this covers a lot of your guys' different situations. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next video.